Greetings and once again, welcome back to the... What was I doing again? It's been a while since last time. Not that long, maybe a week or something since I recorded an episode. And I don't know what I'm doing, but we'll figure something out. In the last episode, I automated plasmids. That much I remember. And hello there, Driftwood. Now, the plasmids are not really doing much because they are missing laboratory instruments, which are produced over here, which are missing equipment chassis, which is produced somewhere else. Here, which is missing tinplate. And speaking of tinplates, this process is also missing tinplates, the solder and manufacture and the yada yada. That's quite a few rails though, that's something. Maybe I should disable these rails again, just so that we don't consume everything. And tinplates is currently missing more machines, slash faster machines, slash something. Because I believe this should be able to process a bit more. So a yaw crusher, please. Or not. Maul, please. Steel, please. No train, please. Just for security reasons, I'm gonna allow myself to pass through there. Steel. $95 steel there, thank you. And then some belts. Now, your crusher, please. And maybe an advanced foundry or two? Or one? Or two? And some small parts for future crafting. And less pipes in the way, please. Where was I? Here, somewhere. Oh, thank you, robot. It's nice to have robots. Now I would kind of like to have this, and then I would like to have a filter over there. So that we can actually here you go, you made this. So that we can actually split things up, do it faster without any fuss and stuff. That goes there, and then this goes there. And I guess I can kind of do something like that. Yay! Right, this as well. Let's see. Stop this. Hmm. These are now going to put out a few. Uh, blah. Ash. That's what it's called. Okay. Maybe this belt size was a bit exaggerated. Also, I do want to have them there and not anywhere else. Tin plate. What are you talking about? Heap. Hush! Okay, it feels like I probably need to go here and insert a bunch of cotton good studs. Okay. I will try and keep that in mind until I forget it. That's that good. And you are producing 0.2 per second, okay. And here's that ash that I was talking about. And now maybe this is a bit faster. Do I have a screener or screamer? Screener, yes please. Screener. 1.66. That means approximately 3 maybe. Fury should be enough with 2, but whatever. This will not need any biomass, but whatever. And then this is producing 2 different items, which is why you get 2 inserters. And here you go, someone made this. Wasn't you, but whatever. Should I be worried about this amount? Maybe. Not anymore. Okay, this should have been speeding up the templates. Can I maybe do something like this so that we don't actually waste even more of my precious belt and my precious tin? Cotton gut. Cotton gut. What's this? Useless chest. My factory is getting big. Cotton good. Okay, here we are. You take some of those. Maybe now I can actually have it keep it something like this. 0.38, 0.42 in speed. But this recipe is... yeah, this recipe is slower. And you are producing one at a time. Oh my god, this is ridiculously slow. How about we just use this button for a bit? Just to get something here. Did it help? Yes, I think it did. Most definitely. But then my inventory is full. Of course it is. And I realized that I should maybe keep this one. I should fill up this one first, maybe. And then we have this cotton gut pup that we need to somehow make into cotton guts using a prandium lab. Do I have basic food? Yes, I believe I do. Tubra seeds, yeah, that I don't have. So, okay, I'm gonna need to keep sticking with the first recipe for a while, it seems. But I need a prandium lab. Into metallics and steel. There's always something, isn't there? By the way, I do realize that this thing here is on the wrong belt. Just remember that now. Nope. Okay. Get stuff in inventory, remove stuff from inventory. It's just an endless loop. So how about we use something like, let's see. This one can maybe go here. This one is used for that. This one is used for that. So how about we then just change stuff around a teeny tiny bit and say that this goes here instead. Then you can have it that there and that there, and that is not necessary. Neither is that. And then we can just take this and put it in here. Vitroloi and iron X-Elite, yada yada. Iron X-Elite, yada yada, Vitroloi. I would maybe like to have this a bit further away. Copy from there to there. Remove that. And that one maybe also. Copy from there to there. Remove that. That should maybe eventually work. I think I needed some intermetallics for Prandim Labs, but then I also needed some steel. Then I need a barreling machine. And in case you're wondering, my goal currently is to reach the next science pack. But you probably knew this because you maybe were watching the old episode not that long ago. Oh damn. Okay, you have quite a bit of stuff. Now you're full. Now it will take exactly 50 seconds to make one of these. Where was I going again? Right, Brandium Lab. Do we have yes we do. We have a planned intersection there. Okay. So here you go, take that and please make me cotton gut. Water barrel, that's easy. Cotton gut pop. 3 seeds Relesia moondrop. 3 seeds Relesia moondrop. Moondrop. 3 seeds Relesia. Three seeds Relesia. Moondrop. Cotton gut pop. Water barrel. Three seeds Relesia. Cotton gut pop. Water barrel. Electricity. Water barrel. And you of course make empty water barrel. Yep. And then let's see, you can take from there, put there, do that. You also need power, of course, because what else? And you need water. And apparently you also need some empty barrels. Yay! I'm making cotton good. Now I'm out of moondrop, however. That's not great. That's not great at all. Where's my moondrop? Moondrop. You are currently making stuff, which is going here, which has space. Pick up moondrop. You are enabled. What is my train doing? You're heading to trash. Of course you are. Why do you have so much wood in your... I do not quite like the fact that you have so much wood. That means that it's quite slow to transport things. Let's see, where are you going? You're going there right now, of course. Okay, apparently you just got some moondrop, that's something. Or wait, you already had some moondrop. It's the other one that is lacking moondrop. Then later on, of course, the question is, how do I make those cotton gut pups without making other stuff? But I am afraid that's a question for later. Yes, please come here so that I can empty you of stuff. And also, how is our thing doing here? Thank you. Seems like my rail network is still not perfect, but then again, what did I expect? Where is... Where is this? Here it is. Here we go, I have some logs. We do have that, yes. Okay. Now you're waiting at multi-drop off, but at least now you have plenty of more space to transport things, which I like. Why are you having double the log? That doesn't make sense, but okay. And now you're probably going back to the... No, okay, right. Now you're going back to drop off the soot, because you didn't drop off all the soot. Ugh. I wonder if one day I will just realize that nope, there's better ways to do this train network stuff and just remake the whole thing. Power axe. Well, that doesn't quite surprise me, because borax is one of those things that are often needed to be transported. So yes, that kind of checks out, I think. And then you apparently also got some glass ware as a bonus. So hopefully you will dump off that glassware now after you do this. If not, then I will have a problem. Thank you. Thank you very much. You are running around with templates. Why are you running around with templates? Don't I have better places to put templates? Apparently not. Also, do you really need to go back to the depot every time? I don't know, maybe you do. Maybe you do. Well, I mean, it is easier to just have everything here, so I do not mind that. Where are you going now, by the way? You are picking up more trash? Yep, more trash. Wonder why. This wasn't that much. Okay, anything more than 200. How about we increase that to 500? Even though it's good that it actually had capacity to load the train with everything. So solder we're missing solder, but not tin anymore. So let's take a look at this area. Okay, yeah, exactly. We are missing tin. Of course we are. Why wouldn't we? That's okay. How about we just... How many more of these things do you need? Ah, we have a backlog. Well, that's nice. That kind of means that pretty soon-ish you will actually stop making these simple circuit boards because we have too many of them. Okay, soon-ish was an overstatement or understatement, depending on how you see it. With my reasoning being that is all of the, yes, all of this is oh my god, okay, and now we are also missing the meat. Because somehow we seem to have consumed all the meat and all the tin ore that was here. Great, fantastic. I mean, in a way it's actually good because that means that we had use for all the meat. But in a way it's bad because that means that we don't get that much more tin. Which is a problem. Okay, we do have quite a bit more here. It's just that it's not coming that quickly. Wait a minute, can't I kind of just try to... right, I don't think I have added support for pasting to ghosts. That might be something that I should consider. Now please. Bloop. Nope. Nope. Meat. Right. Yes. Thank you. You made this, you made this, and you made this. In approximately that order. Cannot insert meat, inventory full. Thank you. I do like having my inventory full of meat. Then hopefully I shall have my revenge or something. Oh, here we have skin. You made that as well. And then we're missing glass? Why are we missing glass for the lamps? Probably because we are missing iron sticks for the sand. Oops. I have too much borax, too little fuel. Maximum consumption 5 megawatts. Yeah. Do I not have a bunch of coke laying around here somewhere as well? I do. I definitely do. And here we have an overflow of pitch. So how about we kind of take some of that and put it over here. That should work. Let's see, this is going to be full of coke. Hmm. Oh, come on. And then you can maybe also prioritize from that side. And then maybe we should have enough fuel, and I need a little break of water. Okay, do we have any other problems? I think one problem might be this little place of pitch. Although right now it's not necessarily a problem, but it's probably going to be quite soon. Because it tends to be a little problem. Because sometimes I do have way too much pitch. And the thing is that I am currently not saving any pitch anywhere except in the pipes, which is kind of stupid. So I think it's time to save some pitch. How much? 80. Just because that's the one that doesn't require any other annoying stuff like duralumin. Also because of course this one is the biggest, or among the biggest. Can I use it here? I can actually. That works for me. And then I can use a pump and a condition that says that if we have less than more than 70,000 pitch, then you can maybe consider wasting it. Pitch, is that a fluid or what is it? Fluids. Pitch. Pitch. Sinkhole and... No, sinkhole. Okay, sinkhole. Thank you. Bloop. This means that it's easier for us to get the middle oil and all the stuff that is required for plastics. Hopefully. So, yay. And this has most definitely helped our fuel process consumption kind of thingy. So more of our Favogaya will now be going to iron instead of just going to... where are you going? Coal and coke and stuff, of course. Yes. Though we are not getting that much ash and soot and stuff now, since we inserted our new power source. Kind of miss getting more soot, but oh well, you can't have everything, I guess. So how about now? How are we doing over here? Okay, you are slowly but surely getting there, maybe? And you have full there. So I believe that all the tin that we're now getting here, well, almost all, far from all apparently. Some of it goes to the production of a laboratory instrument. No, this is not an equipment chassis. First the equipment chassis and then the laboratory instrument. Ugh. 66 of them. Remember those days when I did not have barely any circuits at all? Yeah, those days are long gone. Honestly, I barely even remember them. So I do think that this should be quite a bit of tin for the equipment chassis. Unfortunately, it's like 10 tin for 2 equipment chassis. That is a lot. Then again, what else is new? Okay, that's done. I guess there's only like 2 more things now to deal with. One of them is the train mess, and the other is wait and get resources and get the plasmids and stuff. And then I would like to have the plasmids somewhere, of course. I have 14 of those. You have stopped growing those. You are not getting those either, but that's because you are Stupid. So 14 of those can be used to increase some processing power here somewhere, and I see that we have gotten more moondrop again. That is most appreciated. How is our train doing? Why? Why do you load up with a bunch of... Why do you load up with it but don't place it anywhere? What are you up to? Highly considering just giving up with this and just installing LTN. Oh, and now you're stuck in this. Now you barely even insert anything onto that belt because you're just... when? Why? How? Take me to the train. You should quite soon come over here, I believe. Yes, you're on your way already. I don't get this. Did I not... Do I not keep track of what is loaded? Is there a problem with that station, maybe? You are loading these things here. You are reading transfers. You are going here, you are going here, you are going to this big, wide connected place. And according to you, you have loaded 52 of those. How is it again? What do you... Let's see. Green more than 0, but that's the input. Let's see. Because you... Global condition for what to load trains with. Red plus green less than 0. And green here is 52. What is the red value for on this global network? Can I even see that? Wood. Here I can see stuff. I don't see it. Do you? Wood. I do think you should only keep the positive numbers. Excellent description. We'll absolutely remember that. Switch to more than 0 to forget some bugs. I think that's super clear, isn't it? No, it is absolutely not, but whatever. So then the question is, why are you loading this stuff? Green input, what is locally available? Let's see, global condition for what to load trains with. A plus B, red plus green less than 0. So in other words, you should not load the trains right now with logs. Output sent to filter loaders. Red not 0. Green more than 0. That's because that's available. And signal T when a train is available. Wait, am I? No. I'm not reading train contents. I shouldn't read train contents. There's some space here, 4, 5, 6 empty. At least you have unloaded the wood. That's nice. Okay, now you're loading up with stuff. Oh damn, I have quite a lot of drilling heads. That's nice, I guess. Where did you go, train? Kind of don't dare let you out of my sight right now. Okay, pick up Ralesias. Sure, why not? I don't know, I think something is slightly buggy with this train whenever it goes to pick up wood. I could, of course, install a little alert beeping thing. To notify myself whenever you are at that station. And I'm not sure I like that idea either, but I mean, I kind of have to do something. This is a big station. Right, now you didn't drop off the final remaining manure there. Okay, you dropped it off there instead, that's fine. Or maybe that was where you were supposed to drop it off, I don't know. I mean, overall, I think this system is working kind of nicely, mostly. The only thing is that it does have some bugs. I do wish that it could change some stuff to make it more like LTN. That's quite a bit of plastic. And a bit of rubber. Now I wonder, is it even going to load up with more? Where am I even requesting that stuff? Trains, stations, drop off logs. Here. And right now you are not even active. Because right now there's no need to come here and drop off anything. Yeah, okay, I guess I will just have to let it keep running and see what happens. So thank you for watching and see you next time in the train insanity.